What is going on, everyone? My name is the California Cougar, and welcome back to another video today. Well, actually, yesterday, the finalists for the MLB All Star Game have been announced. So basically, how fan voting worked is you pick one player to vote on, and like you guys saw the video last time, I did my All Star Game ballot. Now the finalists have been announced. So basically, the top three at every position in the infield, along with 9 outfielders per league, are on this ballot, and whoever receives the most votes for each position will be in the All-Star Game, will be the starter for the All-Star Game. Except for the outfield, you'll get 3. And then designated hitter, obviously, is only for the American League. Once again, I'm doing this on my phone because my computer is a piece of garbage and does not want to open the ballot for me. So, yeah, let's get right into it. Starting off with first base in the American League. Come on, this is obvious. Just look at the numbers. Look at the numbers and tell me which one deserves to start the All-Star Game. I mean, it's so obvious. It's Vlad Jr. You can't pick anybody else. You just can't. Yeah, you could make an argument for Gurriel, but not against Vlad Jr. No shot. He's going to win the Triple Crown this year, possibly. I don't know if he'll actually win it, but he's looking like he could. And, he's not going to be in the Home Run Derby, I don't think, which is a bummer because I'd love to see him just mash baseballs again. But, I mean, he's got 26 homers, which is the most in the year, I think. Although, I don't know if Tatis has more. Tatis is on the ballot. We'll have to check and see. But yeah, Vlad Jr. is the right choice for the American League. For the National League, as much as I want to pick Freddie Freeman, and as much as I dislike Max Muncy, I think Muncy's the right choice. I really do. Freeman's been hitting a lot better getting He's gotten his average above 250 finally. It was at 230 at the beginning of June, I think. He's been hitting more home runs, getting more RBIs. His OPS has come up; it's above 800 now. But Muncy has just been an extra base machine this year. He's hitting 262, which is a career high, I think. And he's just mashing left and right. He doesn't have as many homers as Freeman, but that's also probably because he's been injured for a period of time. But yeah, 948 OPS. I gotta go with him. As much as I dislike the guy as a Giants fan, I just got to go with him. Next, second base. So we have, in the American League, we have Jose Altuve, DJ LeMahieu, and Marcus Semien. Oh, it's between Semien and Altuve. I don't know which one to go with. Do I go with the guy who is kind of having a story, especially after he's been vilified for the whole cheating scandal with the Astros? Or do I go with Marcus Semien, who has been putting up some really good numbers this year, even on a new team? I think I gotta go with Altuve. I mean, again, as much as I don't like him because he was involved with the whole Astros cheating thing, I think I gotta go with him here. So I'm gonna pick Altuve. Semien, I think, would be a good option, but I do think Altuve is the better option. And as for second base in the National League, this one's obvious to me. I know Ozzie Albies has hit a lot of homers. He's got more RBIs than Adam Frazier, but Adam Frazier, come on. Adam Frazier deserves it the most, I think. He's on a garbage Pirates team, and he's probably going to be their lone representative. Maybe Brian Reynolds, but I mean, he's probably going to be the lone rep, let's be real, at least starting. Third base. So starting off with the American League, we've got Alex Bregman, Rafael Devers, Yohan Moncada. It's Rafael Devers, and it's really not that close. Just look at the numbers. Rafael Devers absolutely dominates in every category here. It's just not even close. Now, in the National League, it's a little bit trickier because Chris Bryant, while he was red hot when the ballot first came out, not this ballot, but the initial ballot came out, he has definitely cooled off quite a bit. His OPS has dropped well below 900. His average is down to 264. I mean, he still hit a decent amount of homers, and he has some RBIs. But Arenado has very similar numbers to him, and Justin Turner arguably has better numbers. I don't know who to go with here. Oh man, because their OPSs are very similar. Justin Turner has fewer homers but a higher average. I'm gonna go with Bryant. I think I'm leaning towards Bryant. Although again, Arenado has the defense though. That's the thing. I mean, I think I'm still gonna go with Bryant for now, but I mean that could change. I have a few more days to vote. I might submit another ballot choosing Arenado, maybe even one choosing Turner. You could make an argument for any of the three. Like, I was surprised to see Justin Turner on the ballot initially, but after looking at these numbers, like I can see why he's there. So, uh, I think I'm gonna go with Chris Bryant. I think, but you could make an argument for any one of them. Shortstop. So starting off with the American League, we have Bo Bichette, Xander Bogaerts, and Carlos Correa. It's either Bogaerts or Correa. Like, Bichette's been good this year, but Bogaerts and Correa have been like out of this world. Correa actually has way better numbers than I expected him to have. Hitting over 300, 933 OPS, that's really good. But I mean Bogaerts as well. He's got the higher average and higher OPS. I think. I mean, no matter what, I'm going to be picking a second representative for either Toronto, Houston, or Boston here. I'm going to go with Bogaerts, I think. I think Bogaerts overall has the best numbers out of the three, and I think he deserves it the most. I could go with Correa. Obviously, he's another player that's been vilified because of the whole Astros cheating scandal, but yeah. All right, moving over to the National League. We have Javi Baez, Brandon Crawford, and Fernando Tatis Jr. I swear to God, if Corey Seager had made it on instead of Brandon Crawford, he almost did. I'm not kidding. But if Corey Seager had made it on instead of Brandon Crawford, I would have lost my damn mind. Crawford's been playing out of his mind this year. But not as good as Tatis. Tatis is really the option you had to go with here. Despite all those injuries, he still has 25 homers, which I guess he's not the home run leader like I originally was thinking, but 25 homers nonetheless. That's absolutely insane. He's on pace for over 50 this year. 294 average, 1074 OPS. Like, the dude's just an insane player. His defense, a little bit shaky. He's making errors here and there, but he's just one of the most exciting players to watch, even though he's on the Padres. But, yeah, you got to go with Tatis here, I think. As much as I want to pick Crawford, you got to go with Tatis. All right, catcher. I think both of these are obvious in each league. So you've got Yasmani Grandal, Martin Maldonado, and Salvador Perez. I have no idea why the hell Martin Maldonado's on here. Look at those numbers. Those numbers are garbage. Like 171 average, 541 OPS. I mean, even Grandal's numbers are not very good. 177 average. Both catchers below the Mendoza line. I mean, if you pick anybody other than Salvador Perez here, I don't even know what to say. Just look at the numbers. He's best in all four of those categories. They're average, homers, RBIs, and OPS. It's not even close. You got to go with Perez. And then in the National League, I mean, you could make an argument, I guess, for Molina maybe. I don't know why Contreras is on here. I guess they just needed a third option. But, I mean, it's Buster Posey. It's Buster Posey. Like, I'm not going to choose anybody else over Buster Posey. He's having an insane comeback season. Could potentially be comeback player of the year, given that he didn't even play in 2020. I would absolutely love that. He's got 12 homers this year already. I mean, in 2019, I think he hit 4 or 5? Not very many. So, yeah, the dude's just playing out of his mind this year. It's got to be Posey. Now, this is where things get a little tricky, because in the outfield, we can pick 3 players per league. So, starting off with the American League, the list of players are Michael Brantley, Byron Buxton, Adolis Garcia, Randall Grichuk, Teoscar Hernandez, Aaron Judge, Cedric Mullins, Mike Trout, and Alex Verdugo. So, as much as I want to pick Mike Trout, it pains me not to, but he's not going to play. He's injured. He just got put on the 60-day IL, I think, so, he's not going to play in the All Star Game. So, what's the point of picking him? I want to pick somebody who actually has a shot to play. And the same thing goes for Byron Buxton. I don't think he's going to play either. He just went back on the 10-day IL, I believe. I think he like broke his hand or something. I don't remember what the injury was, but he just went back on the IL after like literally a game after coming off it. So I don't think he's going to play either. So those two are out for me. As much as I want to pick both of them, I think they deserve it. Those two I would say are out. Now the rest of these guys here, if you got to look at like, oh, who deserves it? That's the thing. Like, because you have people like Cedric Mullins, who you would never think would make it to an All-Star game. Same goes for Randall Grichuk. Although Grichuk's numbers have dropped lately, so I don't think I'm going to go with him. Brantley. Brantley's not a home run hitter, but, I mean, he's got a good OPS. He's got a damn good average. And he has a decent number of RBIs, so I could go with him. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My camera shut off on me. I think I accidentally hit the record button and it stopped recording. Oh well. So, back to the outfield. We're talking about the American League. Who do I go with here? Aaron Judge has had an impressive year. He's got 17 homers. Adolis Garcia, I think that's his name. He's got 20 homers, 868 OPS. He's been impressive. I don't think I'm going to pick Randall Grichuk. I don't think I'm going to go with Alex Verdugo. Their numbers just aren't quite there for me yet. So it's between 5. So you got Aaron Judge, Cedric Mullins, Teoscar Hernandez, Adolis Garcia, and Michael Brantley. I can choose 3 of them. This is tough. I mean, the best numbers overall, I would say Cedric Mullins has the best numbers overall. Even though he doesn't hit as many homers or RBIs, I mean, it's more than Brantley. Aaron Judge, I think, is another one I'm gonna pick here. I think he deserves it. Like, you look at that OPS, it's really good. His average is pretty good. And then I think I'm going to go with Adolis. I think those are my choices. I'm going to go with Adolis, Judge, and Mullins. So I'm going to pick those guys. But you could make an argument for Teoscar, I think. I think you could absolutely make an argument for Brantley. I think all 3 of them would be worthy starters. But these are the ones that just stand out to me. I mean, Adolis Garcia is probably going to be the lone representative from Texas. And then Judge, and like Mullins has had a hell of a year. Probably the only representative from the Orioles, aside from maybe Trey Mancini, but I don't really know for sure. Speaking of which, if you go back to second base for a second, how the hell did Jake Cronenworth not make it on the Padres? Like, I'm going to disclick him for a second. Disclick Frazier. How did Gavin Lux get on and not Jake Cronenworth? That's just beyond me. But yeah, Adam Frazier's still going to be my pick no matter what, but still. Now, in the National League, I think these 3 are all still pretty obvious, as far as I know. There are some good players here. I don't know why Yastrzemski's on there. Even as a Giants fan, I don't really think Yastrzemski should be on there. But, I mean, it's Jesse Winker, first off. 990 OPS, 325 average, 18 homers, 46 RBIs. He's been insane this year. Castellanos as well. He's been insane. 982 OPS, 343 average, 14 homers, 45 RBIs. And then, of course, you got to go with Acuna. I think those are the 3 options. I mean, if you look at the other options real quick, yeah, Betts has been decent, although not up to his standards. Same with Harper. And, Jock, I don't really know why Jock is on there, honestly. Soto, again, kind of not really up to his standards. And then Yastrzemski, I don't really know why he's on there. Chris Taylor, decent, but, I mean, it's got to be these 3. It has to be these 3. Acuna, Castellanos, or Winker. Now, moving to the DH position. This is our final position. So you've got Yordan Alvarez, J.D. Martinez, and Shohei Ohtani. I mean, you could absolutely make an argument for any of these guys. I think all 3 of them are worthy spots, but it's got to be Ohtani. I mean, it has to be Ohtani. Like, I remember last time I was contemplating picking between Martinez and Ohtani. Martinez has cooled off, it seems like, a little bit. And Ohtani has been red hot lately. Like, look at the numbers. 1042 OPS, 279 average. He's got the lowest average of the 3, but he's highest in every other number, and it's really not close. So, Yeah, like you could pick Alvarez, you could pick Martinez, but Shohei Ohtani I think is the right answer. So, yeah, these are my picks for the All Star Game. This is my final ballot. So at first base, we've got Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Max Muncy. Second base, Jose Altuve and Adam Frazier. Third base, Rafael Devers and Chris Bryant. Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts and Fernando Tatis Jr. Catcher, you got Salvador Perez and Buster Posey. And then the outfield for the American League, we have Adolis Garcia, Aaron Judge, and Cedric Mullins. And in the National League, we've got Ronald Acuna Jr., Nick Castellanos, and Jesse Winker. And then the DH, we got Shohei Ohtani. So let me know what you guys think of my picks. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you agree with all of them? Do you disagree with some of them? Let me know down in the comments below which ones you disagree with. And let me know who you would pick among all the finalists here. Like, who you think should start in the All-Star Game. Let me know down below in the comments below. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button on this video if you enjoyed it. And make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content to come in the future. And until that next video, once again, my name is the California Cougar. And always remember, stay California cool. Peace.